Hello, you are welcome to Prime Digital. This is the MacBook Pro Retina Mid-2012. Okay, when I went for this machine at the shop, it was completely, let me say, dead because this machine, nothing they could boot it. Even though when you connect the charger, you see that the MagSafe charger light turns on, which is the orange color. But when you press on the power button, it doesn't boot. They did all they can, they couldn't boot it, so they had almost given up on it. So when I went for this machine, as a normal thing, the first thing you should do maybe to send it to a repairer or a technician, but that was not what I did. I decided to use AI, in this case ChatGPT. Okay, I used ChatGPT, and with the help of ChatGPT I was able to troubleshoot this machine and then brought it back to life. So I'm here today to take you through how I did that. So next time you have a gadget that is having a problem, instead of rushing to send it to a technician, maybe you can also do your small research with AI or maybe ChatGPT before you send it to a repairer. So let's go through how I did it. So when I brought this machine home, the first thing I did was to open to ChatGPT and then I gave it a command. So let's see. Okay, so this is it. I typed in 15-inch mid-2012 MacBook Pro charging but not powering on. This was what I wrote on ChatGPT, and this was their response. If your 15-inch MacBook Pro 2012 is charging, which means the MagSafe light is on but won't power on, the problem could be with the battery, the RAM, the power circuitry, or the logic board. These were the four problems or possible problems they suggested. Okay, so after suggesting this problem, they asked me to try some steps. Okay, the first thing was to perform an SMC reset. So they asked me to shut down the machine, but the machine was already shut down because it won't even power on in the first place. So the machine was already down. So they asked me to connect the MagSafe, which is the charger. I did that. And then they asked me to hold on the shift plus control plus options, which is the left one, and then the power button for 10 seconds. So I did that. I held on the control, the shift plus the options, and then the power button for 10 seconds. After that, you release all of that and press the power button. I did that, which is the SMC. I did that, but still the machine didn't power on. So I went to their next step, which was to disconnect the battery. So they asked me to disconnect the battery and leave only the charger. So I opened the machine up, I disconnected the battery terminals and connected only the charger. So once you connect only the charger, you still see that orange light on the MagSafe or the charger. But you press on the power button, it still doesn't turn on. So if it is a battery problem on every normal situation, once you disconnect the battery and connect only the charger, the machine is supposed to power on that if the problem is actually with the battery. But when I did this, it didn't come on, so I was kind of confused or worried because the first problem they suggested was maybe the battery. And the next thing they asked me to do was the RAM. So they asked me to check the RAM. Once I did that and it didn't come, they asked me to check the RAM. But this MacBook is an onboard RAM, like it has been soldered together. It's not something you can remove. So it's an inbuilt RAM. I couldn't remove that one. They asked me to look for signs of life on the machine, which I did. Like when you press the power button, do you hear the startup chime? I didn't hear anything like that. Do the fans spin? Yes, the fans were spinning, all right. But there wasn't any display. They asked whether the caps lock key powers or no. I didn't see something like that. So they asked me to inspect the logic board. Maybe you go through the logic board and see if you get some corrosion or some bends on it, or maybe any other thing that will suggest that the logic board had a problem. I did all that. I didn't see anything. So I move on to their next step, which was they asked me some questions afterwards. So let me show you. So these are the questions. They asked me what color is the MagSafe light, green or orange? And then when you press the power button, do the fans spin at all? Have you tried disconnecting the battery and powering it from the charger only? Does the battery indicator burn if pressed on the battery showing? No, so this I answered the question. Yeah, the MagSafe light is orange, the fan spin, and I told them I've disconnected the battery and using only the charger, but still it wouldn't power on. So in this case, they started narrowing down my problem for me. So they take those that I answered positively, but still it still doesn't power on. So and they said it means the MagSafe is at least receiving power, and the issue is likely occurring after initial power up. So this video now breaking the problem down, or it was now breaking the problem down. So he asked me some further questions again. Does the display show anything at all? So these were the questions they asked me. Check caps lock and then try external display. I tried external display. I connected an HDMI cable through an adapter and but still it didn't work. So based on what you have told me so far, the most likely causes are a faulty display or display cable, graphics or GPU, graphics which is GPU or logic board issue. So these were the other problems they did. So they asked me questions again, and then I answered. Screen completely black, no startup time, nothing shows on caps lock key. The symptoms, so now those symptoms narrow it down significantly. Since you're 15, so they gave MacBook Save or advanced pen, no startup cam, completely black screen, caps lock doesn't respond, doesn't power on with battery disconnected. So they were now going down. So still with ChatGPT, this is it. This indicates that the Mac is not completing the power on self-test. It's getting power, but it isn't successfully initializing the CPU and other essential hardware. The most likely causes in order are a faulty RAM, and because the RAM is on board or is inbuilt, there's no way I can remove the RAM or insert a different RAM to see if the problem is actually from the RAM. And they asked me to try booting with one module in the lower slot, repeat with the same module in the other slot, then test the second. I did that, it didn't work. And then the next thing they said was maybe it could be a logic board failure, power rail. So these were all the things they suggested to me. So let's go corrupted EFI, all these were down. So my suspicion is currently about 80 to 90% that the logic board has a fault unless the RAM test changes the diagnosis. And they asked me this one question: when you press the power button, do the fans keep spinning continuously or do they spin for a few seconds and stop? Then I answered, I'm not seeing any RAM slot. It looks like an onboard RAM. Okay, so this was when they told me if your 15-inch Mid-2012 MacBook Pro 3 has onboard or soldered RAM, then it's not actually a Mid-2012 15-inch MacBook Pro. So because me, that was what I saw. I thought it was. So they asked, the 15-inch Mid-2012 has two removable SODIMM RAM slots located under the bottom cover. And so if your RAM is soldered to the logic board, you likely have one of these instead. MacBook Pro Retina Mid-2012. So this was where I got the name that is actually a Retina Mid-2012. So I checked and then I use the Retina Mid-2012. Okay, so let's go. Can you tell me the model number printed on the bottom case? It will look something like A1398, A1286, or A1502. The number will let me add in. So I gave the number of my machine, and then they said that helps a lot. So that was where they established the name that is the Retina MacBook Pro 15-inch Mid-2012 with a soldered RAM. So we are back to the problems, as you can see. So the problems I listed earlier, and then the responses I gave earlier, those are the ones they listed. So they asked me to disconnect the hard disk, which is the SSD. I removed it from the logic board and tried powering it on. I did that. It didn't work. Yeah, it didn't work. They asked me to inspect the logic board carefully, which I did again. And then they asked me one important: when you press the power button, does the fan continue spinning or do they spin for 5 to 10 seconds? And so these were some questions they asked me, and then problems they suggested. So I asked him the fan spin. I gave the response that the fan spin continuously. Okay, so since the fan spin continuously, but you have no startup time, no display, no caps lock key, no keyboard light, battery is connected, makes no difference. On this machine, which is the Retina MacBook Pro, the Mac is receiving power, but it's not reaching the normal boot stage. The most likely causes are logic board failure, just like they've listed before. It asked me to, because the RAM is soldered, there's nothing I can do about it. So I gave them this response again. When you perform an SMC, the MagSafe turns green for a few minutes and then return to orange. Yes, because when you press the power, the SMC reset, which was pressing and holding on the shift key plus the control and the options and the power button for 10 seconds. After the 10 seconds, when you release, you see that the MacBook charger, the light on it turns green, but just for some few seconds, then it goes off. When you perform an SMC, the MagSafe turns green for a few minutes and then return to orange. And then they responded that actually gives a useful clue. So they said, so this is what they said. On your A1398 Retina MacBook Pro, during an SMC reset, the charger let change to green temporarily and then returning to orange means the SMC is responding and the charging circuit is at least partially working. It suggests the machine is not completely dead. So at this point, once I said it wasn't completely dead, I was beginning to have some hope because I thought it was completely gone. However, combined with fans spinning continuously, no cam, no display, no caps lock missing, the Mac is likely getting stuck very early in the boot process. The next things so this were the next steps they suggested I do. Try a forced power cycle. So you disconnect the MacBook charger, you disconnect the battery connector and hold the power button for 15 to 20 seconds. Then you reconnect the battery, connect the MacBook safe and try powering it on again. So I did this, but it didn't work. Yeah, I tried the forced power cycle. So that you disconnect the charge, you disconnect the battery, and you hold on the power button for 15 to 20 seconds, and then you reconnect the charger and the battery. I did that. It didn't work. Okay, so they asked me to do the next thing, which is try booting with minimum hardware. You disconnect the SSD, you disconnect the Wi-Fi or the Bluetooth card, you disconnect the speakers, the trackpad, and all. I did all that, but it still didn't work. So let's go down. Check for liquid damage. All this I checked, there was nothing. So this was the next thing I discovered. So which I gave the response to ChatGPT. So this is when the battery connector is disconnected, the fan stops spinning even when the charger is connected. The fans only spin when the battery is connected with the charger. So this was an observation I made. But when you disconnect the charger, when the battery terminals are connected and you connect the charger, you see that the fans will be spinning. But when you disconnect the battery terminal and you connect only the charger, the fans will stop spinning. Okay, so on a normal circumstance, if the battery terminal is disconnected and then the charger is connected, the fan should still spin all right. But when I detected that this was the situation, I told ChatGPT what I was facing. So they said the detail that what I just gave them is very important. The detail is very important. So let me show you. So you see, this was my observation I gave to ChatGPT and said the detail is very important. On the A1398 Retina Pro, if fans only spin when the battery is connected and nothing happens with only the MagSafe charger connected, it suggests the machine is not properly starting from the power alone. And then they gave possible causes again. Battery issue, which is the most possible. A failing battery can sometimes interfere with startup, but since the Mac also fails with the battery connected, it may not be the only problem. Okay, SMC power management problem, SMC or power management problem. The SMC controls how the Mac switches between battery power and MagSafe power. Your SMC reset behavior, which is green and orange, shows the SMC is alive, but it doesn't rule out a possible rail fault, a logic board power circuit fault. So let's still go down to my next observation I gave them. Okay, with the battery connected and charger plugged in, press power and leave it for 1 minute. Does the fans increase speed? No, I tried this. The fans didn't increase speed and then it wasn't even spinning at all. So let's go. Do you have a multimeter? I told them I don't have a multimeter. So my next observation was this. I said fan speed increase to maximum. Trackpad clicks. MagSafe stays orange. No multimeter. I don't have, because those were questions they asked me and I answered. I don't have a multimeter. So these new details make the diagnosis clearer. So once I gave them this new detail, they said to make the diagnosis clearer. Your A1398 Retina MacBook Pro is showing signs that the SMC and some power circuits are alive. Okay, trackpad clicks and so all this I gave them. So let's go down. At this point, they gave the most likely causes. So let's go to my next observation. So one thing I'll try before a board repair, they asked me to disconnect the battery and connect only the MacBook, and then hold on the power button for 10 seconds. Keep holding and connect the MagSafe charger. So you disconnect the battery, you press and hold on the power button for 10 seconds. While still holding on the power button, you connect the charger again and still hold on to the power button for another 10 seconds, which means in all 20 seconds. Because initially you disconnect the charger, you press and hold on the power button for 10 seconds, and then while still holding onto the power, you connect the charger again and still hold on to the power for the next 10 seconds. So I did this, and then finally the machine powered on. The fans were now moving at high speed, so I gave a response to ChatGPT. So let's see. So after doing that, I told him it's now on. Should I connect the battery back while the charger is connected? Because it was on, the battery was disconnected, so I was kind of confused if I should let the power be on, then I connect the battery or not, or I should. So they gave me, great, that changes the situation. Since it has powered on, the logic board is likely not completely dead. Okay, they're like, yes, you can reconnect the battery while the charger is connected, but do it carefully. Shut the machine down, which I did that. I shut the machine down. Disconnect the charger, which I did. Reconnect the battery connector family. Yeah, I did that. Close the cover. Yeah, I did all that. So after doing all this, I connected the battery, I closed the machine, and then I connected the charger again, and I pressed on the power button. Still, it didn't power on as it's supposed to be. So I have to do the same thing I did with the first one. So I pressed and held on to the power button for 10 seconds. While still holding on to the power button, I connected the charger or the MagSafe and still held on to it for another 10 seconds. Then it powered on again. So at this point, this was how I resurrected this MacBook Pro, this Retina 2012. But once you take out the charger, the machine goes off again, which means the battery wasn't charging. Yeah, the battery wasn't charging. So I went to this Mac and then I went to the option that I checked the battery. When you go, they'll tell you the battery is not detected. The battery wasn't detected in the MacBook's system. Yeah, so corrected this machine. So finally, I went for a new battery. When I brought the new battery, I inserted the new battery, pressed on the power on button, and it came. So I removed the old battery and inserted the new battery, and then this machine was back to life and working perfectly. So next time you have a gadget, be it a mobile phone or a computer, and it starts behaving strangely, don't rush to send it to a technician. You can do some small research with AI. Now AI has come to stay and it's changing a whole lot of things. So if you don't know something, or if you notice a certain behavior with your gadget, you can just use any AI to help you troubleshoot. Once you follow the AI and it doesn't work, then you can now go to a technician. So if you like this video, kindly share and subscribe for others to also benefit. We have a lot coming up for you. See you again in our next video.